Okay, I thought I'd demonstrate how easy it is to snap objects together in Shapr3d. So let's say we want to clone this. So I'll stick the copy thing on. Okay, and then we want to rotate that by 180 degrees. Oops, I've done another copy. Switch the copy off. Move that somewhere over there, and then let's say we want to snap. So we've got this align feature, and then you just click the face that you want to align. So let's say that one, and then where we want to align it to, let's say that one. There we go. That was pretty easy. So I guess we'll do the same for the other bits. So let's try this. This is a different shape. So just select the whole thing, align, click the face, and then this might not work. Let's try anyway, because it's not exactly the same. Well, it's made it it sort of worked, but not exactly, because obviously it's a different shape. So I mean it's flat on it. It's just these bits. But on the whole, what I like about Shapr3d's snapping is it works on the objects. It doesn't just work on curves or lines. It works on the object, which is what you want, like assembling parts, right? So that's kind of good, useful. The other thing that I like in, I mean, what would have been sensible really, is to let's move this move the okay move this one out the way, and we'll try and snap the GoPro to this one, see if that works. Yeah, see how easy that was. I mean you still have to do a little bit of checking, in terms of, I mean that's looking pretty good to me, but there's the group thing. So okay, so let's create a new group, right? Select these. So it's this one. Stick that in the group. Stick that in the group. So now if we select that, select the top level, the group thing, it selects everything underneath, right? Isn't that good? You can see what I'm doing. These are things that in plasticity it doesn't seem to do, right? You can select the two parts, you can select the thing as a group. That doesn't seem to work in plasticity. And also you can't seem to snap solid objects to faces and things, which also doesn't work. So those are two things that I really like. I mean, yes, it's more expensive and it's subscription and all the rest of it, Shapr3d, but the snapping thing for assembling parts is really useful, and the group thing for, let's say, okay, let's duplicate that now, and will that duplicate the whole group? Yeah, so that's super intuitive, isn't it? So okay, let's try doing the snapping thing. See if we can. Oops, I've done two duplicates there. So let's select the group, copies off. Okay, so let's see if it's clever enough to spin the object around. So let's say we go align, select that face, and let's say we want that face to be aligned to this one here. Is it going to do that? No, not quite. Okay, that's maybe a bit too ambitious. But we can just rotate it around. Where's that? Oh, because I'm still on the thing, right? Okay, so rotate that around 180 degrees. And then we'll go. Only thing that's slightly fiddly is having to, because obviously you can only really see one snapping face at a time, right? So let's do that. Snap, and then where we want to snap it to, which is over, so you have to move. Ah, that's interesting. It didn't take the because I didn't have it both selected. Curious. So I have them both selected. Now is that going to work? Oh right. Well, that's a bit rubbish, isn't it? try both of that, and then cancel. Okay, they're both selected there. Let's do the align. Okay. GoPro seems to be selected as well, so will it come along? Yeah. So that's exactly what you would expect, which is great. So, and let's say we want to, so we go OK. Okay, so we want to duplicate the group, select the top thing, the group, because in plasticity it only seems to be the visibility that's the whole point of the group thing. It doesn't seem to be, but if you want to actually move the objects together, it doesn't seem to work unless you select the individual parts. And then, well, it was kind of like, what's the point of the group then? Is it just for visibility? Sorry, I'm moaning again. But I thought let's just show all the coolness, the things that I like in Shapr3d. I just think plastic. So I guess if that's the case, then plasticity is more about sort of making parts than actual complete objects. Perhaps, I don't know. So anyway, we'll do the align, select the thing. Okay, I mean the only thing that's a bit crap is the navigation, and that's purely because I'm using a Wacom and not my Space Navigator. So that's not quite. It's a little bit clunky. But if I had it on, it wouldn't be any problem at all on the iPad. Is that not quite right? There we go. So that's, you see how, so yeah, I mean, it's just like really, get rid of that. And let's say, yeah, I stopped the video because I'm just carrying on doing the thing. But that's the thing I was trying to show is how well the groups work. In that you can select the top and it will select everything underneath, right? Which is kind of how most programs seem to do it. I know not especially CAD programs, but a lot of normal 3D. That's how Maya does it, as you remember. And the align thing, which allows you to align parts as opposed to snapping to points and edges and stuff, which it does all that as well. But if you need to snap parts together, make an assembly, then the groups thing becomes really useful, because obviously you can see I duplicate the whole frame and the GoPro together. Anyway, that's it. It was just to show the things that I like about Shapr3d. The whole being able to snap parts together really easily, and being able to manage groups and treat them as one object really easily. Okay, that's it.